This is a quick upper body warm up that will open the chest and shoulders and target some space and awareness in the upper back, the arms, all the way around to get you ready for any workout that uses the upper body. So your resistance training, it can be great if you have kind of a high intensity interval training workout that has an upper body focus. If you're doing a workout with lots of push-ups, this warm up is great to get the upper body ready to move. So we'll start in a standing position, just kind of shake out the arms here. We'll take a few rounds of breath together. Inhale, open the arms out wide, and exhale, let them come down. Twice more, inhale and exhale. Last one, big breath. And exhale. From here, we're just circling the shoulders. You can even take fingertips to your shoulders and circle the elbows. Just kind of observe the range of motion that you have in this joint, any places that you feel stuck, switching directions. And then letting that go, crisscrossing the arms back and forth here. Just some dynamic mobility before we get into some targeted stretches. And then pausing, letting the arms rest by your sides here. We'll turn to face if you have a mat or some space out in front of you. We'll reach the arms up, out, and overhead. And then exhale, slowly fold over your legs, keeping a generous bend in the knees. Then we'll walk out nice and slow to a downward dog. Enjoy a few rounds of breath here in downward facing dog. It doesn't have to be your most intense version of this pose. You can even lift the heels and bend the knees, and let the focus be more on creating elongation in the spine and space in the upper back, the shoulders, the neck. So let your head move side to side, create some traction in the cervical spine. So for these upper body workouts, the tendency can be to shrug the shoulders and create tension there. So really setting the foundation here with lots of space, lots of awareness. Plug the shoulder blades onto the back, and then slowly let the knees come down. Find a tabletop here. So we'll work into just a sequence for the upper body in a kneeling position. As you inhale, open the right arm out to the side. Feel rotation in the upper back and chest. Imagine a gentle touch pressing your palm open. And then as you exhale, thread that arm under. So come onto your right ear. And really press down through the back of the right hand and energetically drag it back towards your right shoulder, creating some sensation in the outer arm, outer shoulder. The hips stay nice and even and square, shining the sitting bones up and back. And then take a half bind here. So your left arm reaches up and wraps around to your right hip crease. So you've got this kind of opening in the left shoulder now as the spine rotates. And then gently tone the low belly, press down through your shins to lift up and bring your right hand back to the mat. This can be a little bit of a tricky position there, but the intention here is that we still have the left arm behind us. So with your left forearm on the low back here, take your right ear to the right shoulder. Move your chin forward and then back. So this should get into the neck, create some space around the collarbone. You can even rotate the chin from side to side here. So committing to that space in the neck and shoulders. And then letting the head come back to neutral. This time open the left arm out to the side and thread that left arm underneath you, bringing left ear to the mat. So rotating the spine. So opening the left arm out to the side. Once again, finding rotation in the upper back and chest. Pressing that palm away. And then threading that left arm underneath you, bringing left ear to the mat. So hips stay nice and square here. Then reach the right arm up and back behind you. So the right forearm is on the low spine. You might even find the left hip crease here. Tone the low belly. Press through the shins to slowly come up onto the left hand. So tabletop once again with the right arm bound. Square the shoulders and then let your left ear come to your left shoulder. Move the chin forward, away from you, and then back nice and close. Let the head move from side to side. And then from here, releasing the right arm up. This time, let your right hand come out beside you. And again, bring your right ear to the mat. So opening the inner arm now, the bicep, maybe across the chest and the right shoulder. Slide that arm in now, exchanging sides, left arm opens. You can extend your left arm out now, palm facing down. Pressing open here, finding space in the left side of the chest. And then coming back up to your tabletop, we'll start to walk the hands out into puppy pose. So kind of like downward dog, the hips are shining up and back, the belly is strong, but then soften the heart and chest toward the mat, towards the earth. You can bring your forehead to the mat. You might even start to reach the chin forward without shrugging in the shoulders. Notice if your belly is collapsing, can you hug the navel to spine? And notice the elbows. Can you press into the hands to engage the arms and squeeze the eyes of the elbows together so that you're not collapsing into the elbow joint? Start to come up just slightly so that you can bring your palms to touch. So the palms are touching. You can let your elbows stay nice and wide, and then rest your forehead on the mat. Bring your thumbs to the base of your head or even the back of your heart, wherever they land. And then press into the backs of the elbows. Start to stretch the backs of the upper arms. So finding kind of a tricep stretch here. You might even feel a stretch across the armpits. And then slowly release that. Come back into tabletop. We have one final stretch here for the upper body. So turn your fingertips to face back so that the forearms and wrists are facing away from you. We'll enjoy several rounds of cat and cow breath here. As you inhale, soften the belly, press through the hands, gaze up. And then as you exhale, continue pressing through the hands, round the spine, draw navel into the spine, and then press through the upper back, chin to chest. Inhale, open, create space and lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, round, curl inward. Inhale, open up, and exhale, round. One more time like that, inhaling and exhaling. You can release the fingertips to face forward now. Coming back through downward dog, slowly walk your hands to your feet to your hands. Soft bend in the knees as you roll up bone by bone. And then we'll take one final breath together. Inhale, open the arms out wide. And with your exhale, you are ready to move.